Stand back. I'll take care of this. Eggs fell on a moss patch. They're fine except for one. It's cracked.
Will it do?
Think so.
Now what must I do?
Just to be sure, gonna ask one last time. Positive you want to do this? If we succeed, the changes will be irreversible. You'll probably also only have 7 years left to live, at the most.
7 years free of the fear that someone might spy me at the wrong moment? Of the stigma of being a freak, a monster? 7 years of a life both true and unfettered. Yes, Gelt. I'm certain I wish to do it.
All right. You need to concentrate now. Repeat after me. Muna Gandrau, Muna Finerat.
Muna Gandrau, Muna Finerat. Muna Gandrau, Muna Finerat. Muna Gandrau, Muna Finerat.
Damn it.
Geralt, look! Look! Oh, gods! I shall be able to attend balls. I shall travel to Oxenfurt, to Novigrad even. Thank you, Witcher.
Ought to thank Guillaume. He's the one hired me. To help you.
Yes, I'm grateful to him as well, immensely. Will you tell him so for me?
Should tell him yourself, don't you think?
Perhaps I should, but I would prefer not to. Convey my gratitude to him in my stead. Please, be so kind.
Sure, I'll tell him. Farewell, Vivian.
Muddied boots, greasy hair, blood on his jacket, what sloth!
I pledge my love to win the tourney.
Geralt, what of Vivian?
Managed to lift her curse.
Truly? So all will be well. Her troubles are done?
Asked me to give you a message. Said she's grateful. Thanks to you, she can live a normal life.
Good, good. But how does she fare?
Vivian chose what suited her best. She's completely free now. And happy, I think.
without me.
You helped her, but that doesn't mean she owes you her love. Got this bard friend, philosopher too, I guess, amateur. He'd say, if you love somebody, set them free.
Do you know what, Geralt? You earned your reward, so take it. But keep your advice to yourself. Adieu.
Never you worry. The air here is such that one is never hungover.
What's new, mon
Reginald
ami?
Daltrey has returned, not to be missed. Buy your tickets now.
Scars.
Inscriptions in Elder speech. Salvation lies not in Dolnevde, but in our hearts. Glory be to Eldarin. Damn. Professor's journal's long gone. Guess somebody else found out about it too. Should look around, see if I can find something else. Footprints. Narrow and shallow. Somebody small, light. Woman, maybe? Wonder where they lead. Damn it, trail breaks off. Wonder if the grave robber learned more than I did. Professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search. Won't learn anything else here. Map Yen sent me will have to do. Also, Epitaph mentioned both Ellerin and Dolmevde, Valley of the Nine. Site marked on the map's all wet now. Solratur flows through there. Must be where the Valley of the Nine once lay. Need to explore the location.
Ducal guards full of things that worry not and drink, drink, drink.
A knight's errant? They're so heroic, we had to summon a witch. Don't steadily! My Camilek aches something fierce.
Where are you rushing to?
Unky says if I'm bad, he'll give me to the witches.
Hey, Edgar. Are the rumors true? Are the elves...
You smell that? Those are the vapors of this. Welcome, Snow White. Wish to look over my goods?
Mind if I glance at your stock? See ya. Bastard. Sprout again. Should destroy the area if I want to get rid of them for good. found something in Moreau's tomb to activate the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store. Spikes. Sick sense of humor someone's got. Blood-soaked. Grave robber was wounded while attempting the climb. Needed to bandage up. Managed to avoid the panthers at least. Didn't I just do this? Course. Locked. Notes I found mention 4 protruding stones. Gotta press them somehow. Crossbow, maybe? Could try to hit them. Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself. Did it. Interesting as places go. Seems someone put a lot of thought into its design. Should look around.
Unwanted guests.
Yeah, figured as much. just keeps getting better. Portal. Damn it, back where I started. Damn it, back where I started. Portal. Damn it, wrong again. Could be some clue around here. All right, now to find the next portal. Portal. Must be where Moreau had his lab. Just need to pick an entry.
The 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor, one greater and more significant than any I have thus far undertaken, for it relates to me personally, to myself and my son. When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation, I would in the end pay by relinquishing any say as to my own son's fate. Had I the skill to turn back time, I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the Witchers my only son. But as it was, On the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son. Today, following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations. If the gods in their goodness grant me but a bit of favor, I shall find a way to reverse said mutations and restore Jerome to a normal life.
So, Professor wasn't out to enhance Witcher mutations, wanted to reverse them. Wonder if he managed, and if there's anything in it for me. Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere. Should look around.
Observation number 30. The mutations do not set in at once. Curiously, they do not develop over a span of time. Rather, for a mutation to progress towards completion, the appropriate mutagen must be applied continuously. The subject does not bear this well, but I found a way to make the mutations less taxing, invasive. To the mutagen base, I add the albumin of a mutated giant centipede egg. Stored in a glass terrarium, the eggs do not develop, remain small. The eggs themselves are a sight to behold. Mutated, they are luminescent, emitting a wondrous glow. I can only hope my addition of the albumin will produce no significant side effects. Time will tell.
Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere. Should look around.
Years of experiments, research, sacrifice, all for naught. I have failed to achieve my defined objective. Each mutation I applied to my subjects proved ineffective when applied to Jerome. What I meant to cure him of his witcherism, that which I meant to restore to him a normal life, only deepened his mutations, further augmented his speed and strength, rendered him yet more inhuman. It seems my son must remain a witcher forever. I have failed. The time has come to abandon this place. Return home to Lydia. She may yet deign to take me back. The contraption and mutagens I leave here. Let them wither and crumble, as did my dreams of regaining my son.
So the professor wanted to reverse the mutation's effects. Ended up deepening them. Stroke of luck for me. Could profit from his failure. So, Professor tried to neutralize the effects of Witcher mutations. Only managed to enhance them, though. Used the albumins of giant centipede eggs as his mutagen base. Need to go on an egg hunt. Intriguing as machinery goes, but how do I start it up? Preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up. Quite the library. Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics. Crystals. Should mount them in the megascope. Missing 2 crystals. Just need to pick an entry.
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of overdosing. I believe this to be an effect of the mutations. Thus, a minor success. This mutation should allow Jerome better to tolerate toxicity. Observation 58. Sometimes failure is the catalyst for success. I've discovered a method by which one type of mutagen may be transmuted into another through the addition of certain ingredients. This is a great day for science. In addition, I observed that today's dose of mutagens brought the subject to the brink of death. He then suddenly awoke, revived, his strength renewed. Not wholly, of course, but he did in a sense come back from the edge of death. Whether this is attributable to his mutations or to pure coincidence cannot be ascertained. I must conduct further experiments.
Seen enough. Mom's awake and she's not in a good mood. guessing this man didn't come here willingly. No point going in wearing full gear. Gotta drop my armor, leave my weapons. Professor's mutagens might work on me as they did on his son. Well, time to find out. Power cell for portals. Feels dead. Maybe a sign will revive it.
It matters not that
Courtesan is like a rat killed by.
Be quick.
Geralt, so content to see you. Le Papillon, troubadour, remember?
Hey there.
I've never found the opportune moment. See, I never had a chance, in fact, to say I'm a devoted fan.
Thanks.
Of Master Dandelion. I know the bards, every ballad in his cycle about the Witcher. Oh, I cannot believe my luck.
Need something? From me?
Indeed. A matter most magnificent. My coiffeur, Jean-Louis Lotovic, has gone missing. Now, you shall rescue him, while I compose an epic ballad about it. Listen, fair folk, to a glorious tale of a missing friseur and a widowhood prevail.
What happened exactly? Claim the hairdresser's missing, but are you sure?
Yes, yes. I've no doubt something's transpired. Something terrible, absurd. Jean-Louis is never late to work. He's punctual to a fault. I'm certain he'd be honored if I am the one to sing of his dramatic rescue.
Who's gonna pay me to find this barber?
I will. Such opportunities come knocking rarely. But you must take me with you, for I must transcribe all that occurs as it happens.
Fine, but unusual as contracts go, it'll cost you more.
Naturally. To be expected. Yes, by all means. As you wish.
Fine, see what I can learn. Now, if you have to come with me, just one request. Stay out of the way. Mine and my swords.
Of course. You shan't even notice me. Jean-Louis' studio is just there. Right here. Ah!
What's the matter?
I've hit upon the perfect ending. And all for the glory of her grace, the Duchess.
Thought this was about a witcher and a coiffeur. What's the Duchess got to do with it?
Her grace can be as fickle as the colt she rides. Today, all remember my fine couplets at the tourney. Yet tomorrow, her illustriousness bought by her breakfast might demand a new epic poem. One must grab at opportunity before it flits away. Well then, where shall we start?
At the door, by breaking it down.
Whoa there! Come here, be nimble, be quick.
Jaw-dropping Mancomb awaits a challenger. His tongue as devastating as his thick
You are interested.
Surely you
Take it for a ride!
Do you wish to jump in?
Considering it.
So you're not surprised. Consider this as well. Here, intellect counts as much as strength.
You see, Mancomb is no ordinary fighter.
Mancomb? First I've ever encountered that name.
One should never judge an opponent by his name. Master Mancomb is a saddler, though a valiant one at that. His blows are as fierce as his riposts are sharp.
Fine, let's start.
Oh, my knees quake like a carnival rattle.
Let's get on with this ridiculous battle.
I'm a top taunter, the best around, not one to be beaten by some inbred hound.
Fancy insults? Not my thing. No other more effective means. Come on! Damn.
And lines, knives, flecked with
Though a man of few words and even fewer jests, the Witcher is ever a fighter. Geralt has vanquished Mancomb. 2 more champions to defeat before you can challenge the Maestro. Still Waters is to be found in Oatville, not far from Mountebank Alley, while Colossus fights in the largest courtyard in San Sebastian.
Legs. I can't. Here, legs.
Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair.
You're not afraid of the blessed peace.
Oh,
A Witcher. What bloody hell?
summoning a Witcher? Was that truly necessary? And our knights, what are they, chopped liver?
A cockerel in your cut piece is worth 2 in the bush.
Ow!
Guesses, champion.
You gave me... He comes!
Do you know the colors I would see on the
You gave me...
Shall you face off against still waters? Shall you? Shall you?
Like to know who I'm punching. This knight won't reveal his name or face. Won't say anything at all, not a word.
Rein in your curiosity, sir. A knightly vow is no idle promise. Still waters shall conceal both face and crest until such time as one defeats him. So, will you fight or not?
I challenge you to a duel.
Noble lords and virtuous ladies, another fight is soon to begin.
Was that truly necessary?
You'll never learn.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Witcher defeats the previously invincible Still Waters. And what about it was? Freed of his vow, the knight can now show his face.
Your blows are strong and true. My congratulations.
Thanks.
Have you naught to add? I'm a woman. No wry remarks?
What for? It's the 13th century. Nothing peculiar about it. Women own taverns, run farms, and fight.
Will you not claim there was no honor in fighting a wench?
No. I'd expect to hear that from someone who was afraid to lose to a woman.
Now only Colossus stands between you and a chance at the Maestro. San Sebastian, that's where you should go. Look for the largest courtyard.
Come here!
Never you worry. The air here is such that one is never hungover. Do you know the colors I would see on the Duchy's banners?
Guesses, champion.
patrolling on an empty stomach. Ugh, dreadful.
Hey, Master Witcher, will you face Colossus? Folks say those of your guild. Oh, now you look to be a man in search of exertion. Hey, Whitelocks, you dare to fight Colossus?
Colossus. Interesting as monikers go. Or is that what his mother called him out of the womb, too?
Why would she not have? Colossus. It rings out with pride and passion. So, will you fight?
Fine. Let's fight.
Ah, boring. I'm not interested. Quick I am. Too quick for you. It'll be knick-knack, paddywhack. Here's your arm bone. Where's the sport in it?
Don't want to fight? Why bother looking for challengers then? Wasting my time.
Whoa, a bit testy are we? A witcher, right? Let's do it like this. You parry 3 blows I throw your way, you win. But you can't swing at me, not once. Just deflect my blows, got it? Catch 3 of them, and I'll toss you double your wager.
Feeling that generous?
No, I just know you can't do it. No one's ever done it. Too fast, see? So, willing to try for 3 blocks?
Fine. Doubt I'll have any trouble deflecting a few blows.
That I get. At long last, one with a sportsman's soul. Now, listen. The rules say you're not to start your parry until I've cocked my fist. Standing with your guard ups, not allowed.
Ladies and gentlemen, witness a most peculiar fight. How shall I say this? The Witcher has accepted a colossal challenge. Whoa! Bad form! You were solely to deflect his blows. You agreed. Yet here you come a pummeling. The fight is over. Hey, Master Witcher, will you face Colossus? Folks say those of your guild pack a thunderous punch. Oh, now you look...
Colossus.
Why would she not?
Fine. Don't want to fight?
Whoa! Just deflect.
Feeling that?
No.
Fine. Doubt I'll...
That I get.
Ladies and...
How long you gonna make me wait?
Too quick for you, huh?
Incredible! The Witcher has parried Colossus's blows. No one's ever managed that feat.
Here's your due.
Thanks.
You've earned my esteem, sir. We've not seen such a feat in years. And thus, you've secured the right to challenge the maestro himself. You'll find him by the docks.
Trolling on an empty stomach.
A tip of the hat to the tourney's victor.
Stocks and the whip await those running riot. Stocks and the whip await those running riot.
Champion.
Our GOTY values peace.
With us, so you're against us.
This where I find the boxer they call the Maestro?
Maestro, champ, the undefeated. Folk call him many things. You are the Witcher who dropped the 3 lesser champions?
I am. Come to fight the Maestro, but seems to me he's indisposed.
Alcohol is the Maestro's remedy for his crippling shyness. He's a delicate man, you see. He'd never so much as hit a pillow while sober.
Fighting sober's like dancing to silence.
Forget fighting. Sure you can stand? You're blind drunk.
Not your bum-bopping business. Ah, you cheat, you chat, while my vodka's gone flat. Will you fight, yay or nay?
Let's go. I challenge you.
Hold on. Whoa. I'm a man of principle. I keep to a code. I don't tinkle where I eat, and I don't fight folk who don't drink.
Meaning?
Meaning you're to drink, or hey diddle diddle out of here.
Sheesh. Fine.
Mesdames, messieurs, the Maestro will perform at last.
Let's do this.
Hey, well parried that. And the riposte, yes. Night shot, bumble. Hey, well parried that. And the riposte, yes. Scab! You beat me. It's not happened in years. Your fists, they're glorious.
Thanks.
I'm gobsmacked, I am. I have to drink it off. Whoa, good fight. To speak true, I'm pleased you stripped me of the title. I shall have more time to pursue my chief interest now.
Witcher Geralt of Rivia is hereby crowned Fisticuffs champion of Beauclair. Bravo! Behold, your trophy.
A life without liquor's like loving without licking.
Halt. I say, is that Geralt? Geralt of Rivia? My eyes were not deceived. Yet so far south. You, sir, of all folk in all your fame.
Mm-hmm. Me. South in all my fame.
Ah, I've heard so much. Why, when Master Dandelion tarried in Beauclair, not a day passed without him baying out a ballad in admiration of your deeds.
Yeah, unwelcome little habit of his. But, what can I do for you?
Ah, you see, my betrothed, Francois Le Goff, vowed in my honor to bring me the head of the horrid beast they call Gretore.
Couldn't have gotten you a bouquet, some sweets in a bag?
Witcher, sir, you jest. A love most true demands proof through heroic deeds dedicated to the heart's captor. But alas, Francois has been gone a fortnight. Thus I must plead with you to see what's become of him. Could you? Would you?
This Gretore. Know anything else about it, mademoiselle? Judging by the name, guessing it lives in a cave.
Yes, from which it prowls when hungry. By night, when all are asleep, it creeps into villages. Then, of a sudden, breaks open shutters, reaches inside and snatches babes from their cradles so quickly they've not the time to yelp.
Nocturnal, long prehensile arms, intelligent.
Francois claimed he would cut the filth down in a snap, but he's been gone so long. Will you help, sir? I cannot sleep. I fear this worrying will be the death of me.
Rarely my wont to turn down a damsel in distress, even less so when there's a prize involved.
Ah, naturally. Why, you, sir, are no knight-errant, but a guildsman, an expert. How much would you need? Yes, that amount I am prepared to pay.
Do my damnedest to get your fiancé back safe and sound. Just, mind telling me where to look for him?
I forget you come from afar and do not know our land. They say Gretore has its lair in the caves at the foot of the Gorgon Hills.
That close to the city? Telling me no bold souls have ventured out to defeat the beast?
Quite the contrary. Plenty have, but none's returned. My concern is well-founded.
I see. All right. High time I set off.
Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair. Fuck!
it all. Quiet. What's going on?
Pretty crap idea sleeping at the clogs. Unless you don't mind some clever little beast making off with your coin pouch.
The notice, is that it? Are you a witcher, master?
Noises at the cemetery. You the one they bother?
Yes, and I'm alone in that, it seems. That is, no one else has bothered to take any steps, though all must hear the racket. I took the matter up with the ducal guard. They claim they found nothing, but I'm not sure they even bothered to look. What's left for me to do? Should I sniff about the cemetery myself?
The noises, they pretty regular?
Each night. I live next door. I hear it loud and clear, as if through a horn someone had stuck in my ear. Ah! Hawk! Ooh! Firk! And then whack! Thud! As if another bear slammed pate first into a cupboard.
Know exactly what you mean. How much'll I get for this?
How much would you like? Agreed.
Fine, I'll tend to it. Any victims? Someone go missing recently? Or are we just talking noises?
No one's come to harm, thank the gods. Why? Do you think it might be a monster?
Could be, but doesn't need to, though. Might also be grave robbers, tramps. Remains to be seen.
I can't rightly say what would be worse. Whatever the case, Godspeed, master.
Miserable and hungry.
Loud enough to wake the dead. Strange. Can't hear anything now.
A bosom in the hands, worth four on a wench.
What a day.
Grave robbers usually try to keep quiet, but who knows? Need to look around. More fighting. Noises coming from the catacombs, it seems. So, noises coming from here. Not a soul. Strange. Doesn't look anything like a grave hag's lair either. Here lies Margot de Corentin. Smashed, as if someone threw it against the wall. Louis de Corentin died on the day of Saint Zoetham's remembrance. Noises started pretty fresh, and funeral wasn't too long ago. Gold. Can't be grave robbers. None worth their salt would have left this. No sign of monsters or grave robbers. Bit of a mess, that's all. Maybe this isn't the spot after all. Strange. Noise is clearly coming from that tomb. Impossible. Something's not right. Need to hide, see how things play out.
You'd rather lie about all day, flipping those cards like some dwarf! Disgusting!
Indeed. Far better to stand at the door of Lepioda's temple, mumbling prayers from dawn till dusk.
Ingrate, I prayed for you, that you would cast off the yoke of gambling.
Fine job you did of it. Seems the gods had also heard enough of your cackling. And you? Why are you here? This is a private conversation.
What's this argument about, anyway?
Sod off! Not your concern.
Could help you resolve it.
I know not your name, but you must help me. I refuse to spend eternity at the side of this heathen. Remove him from my crypt at once!
Slow down. What's the problem?
This is my crypt, and this saintly shrew harangues me even in death. An eternity of nagging, the misery!
I was blind and a fool to marry him. He's a slave to the cards, prepared to wager his own child on a round of Gwent.
Once, damn it, and as a jest! How many times must I explain? And who sank our fortune into some silly statue of Lepioda?
Piety. That was my cause. The prophet immortalized would have transformed this land of blasphemy and betting. How was I to know it was all a fraud?
Because I warned you some 500 times!
Quiet! Shut up, both of you! Who does the crypt belong to, rightfully?
Must you ask? It's mine. My family's. The de Corentins. Are you illiterate?
True. But my dowry served to repurchase it from those you owed.
Look, if there's to be peace and quiet here, one of you's gotta go. Need to move one of you out.
Yes. Take him. Please. Do so. And I shall tell you where I hid his lucky Gwent cards.
What? I knew it was you. And now, You would evict me from my crypt, then pay for the deed with my cards! Blast it all! Had I those very cards at the tournament in Belhaven, I'd still be alive. It's your fault, you pox incarnate, that they stabbed me to death.
They murdered you for your debts. I had nothing to do with it.
Come, I heed this good book-thumping wench. Mind, I know well where she hid those cards. I'll tell you myself, as soon as you've removed her.
Need to think about it. All right, gotta move one of them out.
Thus spake the prophet Lepiota.
Louis de Corentin,
Thou shalt not
raise your sighs to the prophet Lepiota on his behalf. Louis de Corentin, raise your sighs to the prophet Lepiota on his behalf.
I shall speak to you no more.
I see you fell for that pious tart's drivel. Drat! Ah, well, then listen. I've a request. Be a good fellow and set me in the chamber of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. It's just round the corner.
You a member?
That's just it. I was not. But I would have dearly liked to have been. And joining them in death shouldn't bother anyone.
Certainly doesn't bother me. I'll do it. Where's this chamber?
Once you enter the catacombs, go straight. The chamber will be on your right, near the corridor's mouth, and I thank you.
Deeper in the catacombs. Right, let's go. Chamber Louis mentioned. Gotta be. Private chamber. The right honorable members of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. This is it.
You'll not find work here. Not paying work, that is.
You gents also looking for that Gwent club?
What the poking devils? Who are you? Who sent you?
So many questions, so few answers.
Blimey, we're the plumbing philosopher. Get the smarmy cat diddler, lads.
If I only had a crown for every time a bunch like this. That ought to do. Right. High time Margot paid up. Done. Now where you got those cards?
Leave the city through the Cooper's Gate, then via right. Our house is easily recognized. A tree adorns the sign above the door. I buried the chest in the garden, beneath the rose bush.
Tree on a sign, rose bush. Think I got it.
Might I ask what you did with Louis? True, he knew nothing in life but Gwent, but I would still prefer he not spend eternity in a ditch or privy.
Don't worry about it. Found him a nice place. Ought to feel right at home. Farewell.
Stocks and the whip await those running riot. Our duchy values peace and quiet.
Oh, Lepiota's lips. Legs are wilting.
Need to go around. Tree on the sign. Must be the house. Medallion's humming. Something's not quite right. Just like she said. And the Gwent cards, as promised.
They sick the witcher on the beast. Those rotters do not mess about.
Nothing doing. Sammy Riggs.
Blimey.
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear.
Hey there, I'm done. Cemetery ought to be real nice and quiet now.
To sleep in my own bed once more. The clogs has grown intolerably loud. The punters bellow like men possessed. One madman especially, always shouting, "Order in! Order in!" But tell me, at the cemetery, what was it? Beasts, as you claimed?
Nope, just a marital spat.
That's it? But they hollered like skewered polecats. Sorry to bother you with such a trifle. Here for your trouble.
Thanks.
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear. Death. always free.
A witcher. We're mincemeat.